Today we're going to be crocheting this quick and easy headband. And I'm going to be working with the Lion brand yarns Re-Up Recycled Cotton and Polyester Blend. And these are each size 4 medium weight yarn, and the colors I chose were Full Moon and Mineral Springs. And I am working with a size G or 6 or 4 1/4 of a millimeter crochet hook. And we're going to begin by attaching the yarn to our crochet hook using a slip knot, and then we're going to chain 2. And once you have your chain 2 in place, go ahead and turn your chains over so that you can access these back bumps. And what we're going to do is we're going to skip our first back bump and place 2 single crochets in our second back bump. From here, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work, and we're going to place 1 single crochet in our first stitch and then 2 single crochets in our second stitch. And then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And for this row, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch in our row. So we should have the same number of stitches, which is 3, when we get to the end of our row. From here, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. So from here, we're going to alternate between placing an increasing row where we increase by 1 stitch, and then just a neutral row where we place 1 single crochet in each stitch in our row like we just did. So I like to try to place 2 single crochets in the centermost stitch on my increasing rows. So for example, we're going to skip our turning chain and place 1 single crochet in our first stitch, and then 2 single crochets in that middle stitch, and then 1 single crochet in our last stitch. So we should have a total of 4 single crochets when we get to the end of our row. And then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And since this is a neutral row, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch in it. So what we're going to do is follow this alternating pattern until we reach 12 stitches in our latest row. And I followed this increasing pattern until I reached 12 single crochets. So from here, all we're going to do is just place 1 single crochet in each stitch in each of our rows to build the body of our headband. And I crocheted my single crochet rows until my headband reached about 33 inches from tip to tip. So from here, we're going to decrease down on our ending side. So we're going to do that similarly to the way that we increased. So what we're going to do is place 1 single crochet in each stitch in this row, skipping one of the stitches in the middle. So I'm just going to skip this stitch and dive right into my next stitch. And at the end of your row, you should have 11 single crochets. So you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And all you're going to do for this next row is just place 1 single crochet in each stitch in your row. So at the end of this row, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work again. And this row is going to be a decreasing row, so we're going to skip one of the stitches in the middle. And we're just going to repeat these last 2 rows until we get down to 3 stitches in our row. And once you've worked down to 3 stitches, go ahead and place your row of placing 1 single crochet in each stitch in your row. And from here, we're going to decrease down to 2 stitches by placing 1 single crochet in the first and last stitch of our row. we're going to chain 1 and turn our work again, and we're just going to place 1 single crochet in our last stitch. When you have 2 loops remaining on your crochet hook, we're going to yarn over with our next color. So all you're going to do is finish your stitch with your next color of yarn. From here, we're going to cut our old strand of yarn and tie our 2 tails together. So with our new color, we're basically just going to crochet a border around our headband. So we're going to begin with a chain 1, and I recommend crocheting over your tails during this next portion. And all you're going to do is work single crochet stitches in the loops available along your edge here. And once you've worked all the way around your headband, you're going to skip your chain 1 at the very beginning of your row and slip stitch into your first single crochet. From here, we're going to cut and tie off our yarn. And I am going to go ahead and hide my tail. And now you are all done with your headband. Please let me know in the comments below if you experienced any issues while you were making this, and I will do my best to help you out. Thank you so much for working with me, and I hope you have a wonderful, awesome day.